Johnny Depp hid his life in Hunter S. Thompson's basement for 40 years, but not about pirates or scissorhands, the night he left out of school at 15 to sleep in a van with a garage band near gunpowder kegs. About violent texts that stunned a courtroom. His October 2024 art show unveiled something no Hollywood insider expected coming. The paintings explained why Disney execs thought he was inebriated on set and why he was right about something everyone got wrong. Johnny Depp started out in the background. He was born in Owensboro, Kentucky, on June 9, 1963. His mother, Betty Sue Palmer, was a long-shift waitress and his father, John Christopher Depp, was a civil engineer. Home life was erratic. By the time Johnny was 7, his family had relocated over 20 times before settling in Miramar, Florida. Chaos characterized his childhood. The emotional tension at home was high due to his parents' continual fighting. His 15-year-old divorce left wounds. Depp later termed his mother the meanest person I've met. Despite the chaos, a spark grew. Johnny established a peculiar identity in Florida's heat and turmoil, surrounded by rock music and broken habits. At 15, he did something most teens wouldn't imagine. Dropped out of high school. Didn't leave for acting or work. He wanted to play music. He joined the kids' garage band. They were hungry, noisy, and determined. The band made waves in Florida's underground scene, opening for Iggy Pop. But survival was harsh. The group ate cheaply and slept in their van. They were barely surviving, but Depp didn't care. Comfort wasn't his goal. He pursued sound. He had no idea that his love of music would take him somewhere unexpected. At 20, Depp married makeup artist Lori Ann Allison in 1983. 6 years older. And hopeful for him. They moved to Los Angeles to pursue music careers. Depp worked strange jobs, including phone-selling ballpoint pens, which was the worst. Day after day, he cold-called strangers to offer an unimportant product. Broken, frustrated, and doubtful if the dream was worth it. But Lori trusted him. Johnny's life was about to alter thanks to one of her entertainment industry acquaintances. Forever. That friend was Nicolas Cage. He noticed Johnny. A charm, intrigue, and presence. He was encouraged to act by Cage. Depp attended an agency meeting despite his doubts. The A Nightmare on Elm Street audition followed. Depp wasn't alone. He went with a pal. However, filmmaker Wes Craven's daughter noticed. She found him dreamy. It was enough. Depp played Glenn Lance, a teen who dies when a bed swallows him. On November 9, 1984, the picture grossed $25 million on a $1.8 million budget. One horrific sight launched his career and brought him out of the shadows. 1985 followed. Everything changed again. The kids, his band, broke up. So did his marriage. Music. His reason for leaving school was over. He had no backup plan, only the odd new world of acting that was opening up to him. A painful choice. Continue chasing useless music or explore movies. Chose acting. What seemed like failure would become something huge. He got famous in 1987, 2 years later. He played Officer Tom Hansen, replacing Jeff Yeager in 21 Jump Street. At 24, Johnny Depp appeared on every American teen bedroom wall. Not only was the show popular, a cultural phenomena, it covered drug and violence issues and made Depp a global teen idol. Johnny disliked it. He felt marketed. He considered his character dull and predictable. Fame suffocated. He argued with producers. Tried to get fired by damaging his trailer. He rebelled in the most surprising way because the world liked him yet he wanted out. He picked puzzling roles. He appeared in John Waters' crazy satire Cry Baby in 1990. The part insulted young idols, but Depp accepted it because of it. Waters chose Depp after seeing his face on every teen magazine in a grocery shop. Johnny destroyed the heartthrob image he never desired with Cry Baby. The $12 million film initially made $8.3 million. It eventually became a cult classic. More importantly, it communicated clearly. Johnny Depp broke Hollywood's rules. Later that year, he changed his career. Edward Scissorhands was his collaboration with Tim Burton. She played an unusual, silent, and emotional character. Depp played a lonely scissors-handled artificial man who desired love. His early jobs were nothing like this. Audiences and critics lauded the performance. The picture made 4 times its $20 million budget and proved Johnny's point. He was more than pretty. He was creative. He avoided anything safe or expected after that. Instead of enormous offers, he chose misunderstood, gloomy, or weird personalities. "No more TV," he said. "Never," he told interviewers. "I'd rather pump gas." He no longer sought fame or wealth. He sought significance. Even as his work developed, his personal life was stressful. He became close to actress Sherilyn Fenn after his divorce. For over 3 years, they were together after meeting on a student film set. The attachment was strong enough for a brief engagement. She appears on 21 Jump Street. Jennifer Grey followed. Depp proposed 2 weeks after meeting her. After 9 months, the engagement ended. The celebrity, pressure, and image he hated. It was overwhelming, but his next relationship was legendary. At the 1989 Great Balls of Fire premiere, he met Winona Ryder. Their bond was instant. Within 5 months, they were engaged. Johnny permanently tattooed Winona on his arm. Early 90s Hollywood romance was symbolized by the couple. Though it ended in 1993, it became part of Depp's story. Deep, passionate, and emotional. Johnny Depp played Edward D. Wood Jr. in 1994's Ed Wood, Becoming the Man. Plan 9 from Outer Space was previously rated the worst film ever filmed and directed by Ed Wood. Yet Depp didn't mock him. He loved him and showed his crazy optimism and weird charm as wonderful. Depp stated he was inspired by Ronald Reagan's joyfulness and the Wizard of Oz's Tin Man. Strange, but it worked. The black and white film was a love letter to all weird, misunderstood artists. It also started his legendary collaboration with Tim Burton. Together, they discovered shadow magic. After 5 years, and Burton reunited for Sleepy Hollow. In this film, Depp plays Ichabod Crane, a nervous, brilliant detective investigating ghost town murders. The studio wanted Brad Pitt, but Depp had a different idea. He wanted Crane to be clumsy, squishy, and spider-phobic. He wanted a long false nose like Sherlock Holmes and Angela Lansbury. The studio rejected extreme material, but the result was unique. The Crane was no hero. He fainted and panicked, but solved crimes using science and rationality. Dark fog, frightening woodlands, and Danny Elfman's music made the film feel like a spooky dream, and many liked it. The film grossed $207 million and won an Oscar for art direction. Depp played Willy Wonka in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in 2005, a popular performance. This wasn't Wonka's vibrant, happy world. Depp's pallid, rigid, and emotionally distant portrayal. He was inspired by children's TV hosts and modeled the haircut after Anna Wintour. Some said he looked and acted like Michael Jackson, but Depp denied it. Not even Wonka liked kids. Film added a new twist. Wonka's rocky relationship with his tough dentist father. Darker, deeper, and more controversial. Critics disagreed. Some felt it was brilliant. Others found it creepy. However, the picture grossed approximately $476 million worldwide despite criticism. Depp was Golden Globe nominated. Everyone remembered his Wonka, like or dislike. Depp faced another challenge that year. He voiced Victor Van Dort in Burton's stop-motion animation Corpse Bride. Depp filmed Charlie and the Chocolate Factory during the day and recorded Corpse Bride at night. It was a modest, emotional role. He had to convey Victor's anxiety, kindness, and maturity through his voice. A traditional tale inspired the story, which followed Victor from life until death. It was sad and humorous. Also groundbreaking was the animation. It shot sharper and faster with digital cameras instead of film. Corpse Bride was another Depp Burton success and received an Oscar nomination. It revealed that Depp could move people without being seen. Depp reprised the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland in 2010. He and Burton had worked together so extensively that their relationship was natural. Hatter was emotional, loyal, and a touch insane in Depp's. Sometimes joyful, sometimes sad. The movie felt dreamlike with CGI, costumes, and real action. It works. The picture grossed over $1 billion, Burton's biggest. They reunited in 2012 for Dark Shadows, with Depp as 200-year-old vampire Barnabas. It was eccentric, trendy, and funny. Though critics didn't like it, it showed their creative growth. From odd tales to outrageous displays. Depp played Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, 1998, one of his most intense roles. Depp studied and lived with Hunter S. Thompson to play him. Chaos began when they met in 1994. Thompson tossed Depp in a pub and invited him to his house to shoot guns and blow stuff up. Depp lived in Thompson's basement for 4 months. It was small, spider-filled, and adjacent to a gunpowder keg. Depp drove Thompson's automobile, dressed his clothes, and had Thompson shave his head to match his bald areas. He recorded hours of their chats and followed him everywhere. The movie didn't even feel like Depp was acting. He was Thompson. It was more than a movie. Depp shot Thompson's ashes out of a 153-foot cannon to Bob Dylan's Mr. Tambourine Man following his death. It was an insane, loving, and dedicated bond. Depp's repertoire went beyond odd, damaged heroes. In Donnie Brasco, 1997, he played a mafia-infiltrating FBI agent. The tale was true. Joseph Pistone posed as a mobster for 6 years. Pistone taught Depp how hazardous that life was. One error may kill him or his buddies. Depp trained to speak, move, and think like a mobster. He also had to demonstrate emotional cost. Between FBI loyalty and a friendship with Al Pacino's mafia, his character loses himself. Tension, lies, guilt. All was shown in Depp's performance. It was eerie, nuanced, and human. Depp played George Young, a 1980s cocaine smuggler, in Blow, 2001. Young worked with Pablo Escobar and became billionaire but lost everything. Young was intensively studied by Depp in prison. He wanted to know Young's life and thought. Young recording a cassette for his father is one of the movie's darkest parts. Depp used Young's words. It was a tribute, not simply acting. Young's tale was thrilling and heartbreaking. Depp demonstrated everything from prosperity to family loss. Depp later said he adored Young from the time they met and became close friends. Johnny Depp was known for playing oddball characters, but in 2003, he did something unexpected. He joined a Disney pirate film. His screen persona wasn't merely a pirate. Absolute anarchy. At the first table read, he slurred, stammered, and moved like a rock star who hadn't slept in days. Everyone believed he was joking. Disney execs were so confused they wondered if he was intoxicated. One feared he was destroying the film. But Depp wasn't kidding. His entire act was based on the Rolling Stones' crazy guitarist Keith Richards. He considered 18th-century pirates rock stars. And Richards? He was modern perfection. Rebellious, unexpected, and still standing. Depp further incorporated Pepe Le Pew, a cartoon skunk, giving Jack Sparrow a strange charm and hope. He wouldn't tone it down. Disney might accept or replace him. He wasn't replaced. Critics went beyond liking it. They marveled. Everything about it was original, according to Roger Ebert. Another critic called it a comic acting masterclass. Depp profited from this risk. First Academy Award nomination, Golden Globe nod, and Screen Actors Guild Award. The oddball independent cinema star became a global phenomenon. 2006 followed. In theaters, Dead Man's Chest broke everything. It grossed $135.6 million in North America in its first weekend. No film did that before. It made $100 million in 2 days, $200 million in 8, and $400 million in 45. Over $1 billion was raised globally. Jack Sparrow was the reason people came to a pirate movie that nobody thought could do this. Third film at World's End debuted a year later. More cinemas showed it than any other film. More than 4,300 North American screens. Make over $139.8 million in 4 days. By day 5, it earned $153 million. Depp's Pirate topped the box office despite Spider-Man 3 and Shrek 3. After leaving cinemas, it grossed $963.4 million worldwide. It held the Memorial Day weekend record until 2022. Even after the sequels slowed down, fans still wanted Jack. U.S. debut of On Stranger Tides in 2011 was $90.1 million. Internationally, it was tremendous. It earned $256.3 million abroad in one weekend. The largest international opening at the time. It became the fastest Disney film to reach $1 billion globally. Dead Men Tell No Tales earned $62 million domestically and $794 million internationally in 2017. Though smaller, a clear sign. Jack Sparrow outsized the movies. Then everything fell apart. By 2010, the Pirates creator strayed. Tracy Jacobs, his agent, said it was like witnessing two individuals. After becoming professional, Depp was late. Very late. Crews waited hours on set. Day-long filming was sometimes wasted. Australia's Dead Men Tell No Tales production team left a crew member outside Depp's house to see if he was awake. Once he stirred, the message went out. Eagle has landed. It went beyond laziness. His drinking and drug use worsened. He was late, confused, or never arrived. Complete film shoots become hectic and unexpected. Behind the scenes, producers debated who should face him. Disney had to create quiet ways to control chaos. His personal habits were ruining his career. Next was his Amber Heard romance. They met in 2009 on a film shoot. Johnny Depp was Hollywood royalty. Amber Heard was young, ambitious, and rising. They filmed The Rum Diary, with Depp as Paul Kemp and Heard as Shano. Their chemistry was instant. Reportedly said working with Depp was painful, but she loved it. Depp was dating Vanessa Paradis, Heard Tasia Van Ree. However, those ties ended in 2012. Heard dated Depp. The world initially perceived them as a gorgeous new couple. But behind the headlines and red carpets, things were far from perfect. Their romance would become one of the most bitter and controversial in celebrity history. They married quietly at their Los Angeles residence on February 3, 2015, followed by an extravagant reception on Depp's own island in the Bahamas, but it didn't last. After 15 months, Heard filed for divorce and a restraining order in May 2016. She said Depp abused her verbally, physically, and emotionally. At least 3 incidents were documented in court. She said he damaged stuff in their home and hit her. Judge ordered Depp away. Media photos of Heard's bruised and swollen face were everywhere. Depp denied all. His lawyers said she lied for money. The breakup became public warfare, from which no one emerged clean. The op-ed followed. In December 2018, Heard wrote for The Washington Post. Though she didn't name Depp, everyone understood. She claimed domestic abuse victim. Depp lost work instantly, especially as Captain Jack Sparrow. In March 2019, he sued her for $50 million, claiming her lies ruined his reputation. Heard retaliated. She lost employment and was hated, she alleged. A court case exploded. Texts, photos, witnesses. All came out. The sides accused each other of mistreatment. The world watched, investigating who was telling the truth. It was unclear to many. Australia had its darkest moments. It was March 2015. Depp filmed Pirates of the Caribbean and Dead Men Tell No Tales. A quarrel broke out at their leased property. Depp's fingertip was cut. He alleged a vodka bottle was thrown at him. The bottle broke, cutting his right middle finger. Blood abounded. Doctors say the fingertip was located on the kitchen floor. Depp had surgery. Production stopped. Heard's squad said Depp harmed himself. There were pics. Gruesome. Shocking. Their turmoil was symbolized by the injury. Nobody could look away. The divorce was finalized in January 2017. Heard got $7 million from Depp. All was donated to charity, she stated. They then discovered that just portion of the money had been paid by her. Elon Musk contributed some. Despite a non-disclosure agreement, the tale continued. Depp claimed she lied. She stated the truth, said Heard. They said their relationship was intense, explosive, and based on love. Nothing convinced anyone. Their reputations were ruined, and the lawsuits continued. New testimony followed. Musk visited Depp and Heard's Eastern Columbia building late at night, according to staff. A concierge said Heard often called at 11 p.m. to admit Musk. He left the next morning. This was during her Depp marriage. In the elevator, surveillance footage showed them close and intimate. Heard and Musk maintained their friendship began after the divorce, but building personnel disagreed. It appeared betrayal. and benefited Depp during the trial. Depp's private texts were read in court. They showed his wrath. Calling Musk mollusk, he sent his agent violent mails. He imagined slicing Musk and wishing Heard's karma on her. Graphic, terrible terms. He said he wasn't proud of them, but they showed a man on the brink, watching his life unravel before the world. Then Heard's agency revealed more. After breaking up with Musk in 2017, she texted the agent that she never loved him. She was filling space. She stated she needed time to recover from death. Musk was distracting. These signals destroyed the validity of the partnership. It appeared to recover. People questioned everything. Her reasons, choices, and truth. The money trail followed. Heard promised to donate her entire divorce settlement. Elon Musk donated $500,000 to the ACLU in her name, according to papers. Another Depp chunk. Only $1.3 million of the $3.5 million pledged was delivered. Musk emailed the ACLU to affirm he was helping her keep the promise, while the judicial case remained ongoing. It seemed deliberate, like she was wanting to be seen as clean. But the truth eroded that well-crafted fiction. Finally, in 2023, Walter Isaacson's biography exposed how toxic that relationship was. Musk called it his most traumatic relationship. His brother Kimball called Heard a nightmare. His family detested her. The vortex was dark, according to Isaacson. Musk claimed it left him emotionally scarred. There were passionate moments. Heard spent 2 months crafting a Mercy outfit for Overwatch, Musk's favorite game character. Love was perverted. Musk subsequently admitted, "I'm often a fool, but especially for love." Still loved him, she said. She added, Elon loves fire, which occasionally burns him. One of Hollywood's highest paid performers was Johnny Depp. His 2003 Pirates of the Caribbean success made him a global sensation. Was collecting $20 million upfront, $40 million each Pirates picture, $55 million from Alice in Wonderland, which grossed over $1 billion worldwide, and back-end bonuses. Those sums would make him seem set for life. He stunned the world with a lawsuit in October 2017. He alleged his administrators mishandled $650 million for over 20 years. He sued the management group. Depp said that they didn't pay his taxes, took out loans without his knowledge, and overpaid for security. Without a contract, they took $28 million in fees, 5% of his salary, for 16 years. He claimed they hid how awful things were, and he was in financial danger when he discovered it. The lawsuit lasted months. The case was settled in July 2018, weeks before trial. A trial that may have revealed everything. But the drama continued. His 2 longtime bodyguards sued him in April 2018. Eugene Arriola and Miguel Sanchez. After joining his private security squad in 2016, they claimed underpayment. No overtime, food breaks, or rest intervals were provided, as required by law. But money wasn't everything. They described a chaotic workplace. They claimed they had to watch Depp, hide him from the public, and drive him while he was drunk. They faced dangers like illegal drugs in cars. They claimed to be more than guards. They provided care, chauffeuring, and damage control. Another major blow followed. In July 2018, location manager Greg Rocky Brooks sued over a year-old incident. On the set of City of Lies, Depp was working. Depp refused to halt filming at 10 p.m. one night. Brooks received a brief extension, but the police advised them to end it at 11 p.m. Someone instructed Brooks to convey that message to Depp. Then things burst. Brooks smelled booze on Depp. He shouted, "Who the fuck are you? You can't order me about." The lawsuit claims Depp slapped him twice in the ribs and said, "I'll give you $100,000 to punch me in the face right now." Film release was postponed. Lawsuits made headlines. Depp's already damaged image suffered further. Depp was forcibly restrained by his bodyguards, Brooks said. All crew members saw it. The incident embarrassed the picture, delayed it, and contributed to Depp's issues. Court proceedings dragged. There was no resolution by 2022. Depp has just won his high-profile defamation trial against Amber Heard. A second public trial may have wrecked his rebuilding efforts. A few days before trial, the City of Lies case was discreetly settled. No public courtroom battle, no new headlines, just silence. Depp wasn't done surprising folks, but the contract was never announced. In October 2024, he returned to art, not movies. He opened a bunch of stuff, a solo exhibition, in Chelsea, one of the world's most prestigious art districts. It included approximately 70 of his original paintings, some from decades before. Raw, personal, bizarre art. Some displayed strong emotion. Some were bright dreamscapes, yet they told the story of a man who brought chaos to canvas. Over 10,000 individuals attended the first week. Critics were surprised by Depp's work, which many regarded as a celebrity hobby. Real talent was seen. They saw anguish, depth, and accuracy. On opening night, cinema and art icons attended. It was evident Depp wasn't just attempting to return. He wanted to reclaim his identity and image. Not as a fallen celebrity, but as an artist in charge of his story.